Storm Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to ban.
Hey! Grabe. Lily? Lily? Lily, come out!
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Bugs! There's a bite in my thing, under the sun. Was it a rat? Oh my god, where did the rat come from?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Crystal Maiden.
Team Liquid's turn to pick. Dire team. Dire team ban.
The time drives you to delirium.
Medusa.
Team Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Team Liquid's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team Liquid's turn to pick.
Puck.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Juggernaut.
You may now select your heroes. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Howdy folks, indeed, this standoff is heating up in the third and final game. I think this is the closest draft we'd have so far. My partner, Theban, what do you have to say about this one? Where do you think it's going to go?
Oh, I think Vikings got this. Especially if
It's
Tiger
your turn
goes
to
for
be
the blink.
muted this time, Thebe, and I did it last time. You did this time. See, we just complete each other in that way.
I'm good. No, you didn't hear anything of important.
Oh, okay. You're just talking some nonsense. There we go.
So I was saying though, I think Vikings got this game. I think their lineup is much more well-rounded. They got a lot of combos with the Bloodseeker, the Vengeful Spirit, swap off the Rupture, the Puck Coil swaps. These are all very nice combos. I think the Dusa is going to be well protected with the Puck and Bloodseeker constantly wanting to fight, and the IO boosting them up. Liquid though, they need to play fast. I mean, they do have a chance, definitely have a chance, but they got to play very, very fast in this game. Constantly shutting down Viking, keep this Medusa down. Don't let her get too fat, and a lot of that is going to lie on Mickey. I think his rotations are going to be very key. His Omni Slashes are going to be very important, and let's see what they're going to do.
Just enjoying Insania circling and pointing at Quakever and calling him an ape in the mini map drawing. I don't know why. Some funny shenanigans coming on from the captain. Clearly doing some discipline of his mid laner. But yeah, no, the Omni Slash for me is one of the most important spells of this game. That diffusal as well. Obviously if you can land like a full Omni onto Medusa, can be nice. But I think the bigger target is usually like the IO or something like that. If you can bring them down, then obviously the Medusa is going to be having a pretty sad time. I mean, Viking obviously love to run this Medusa. It's something they're very comfortable with. She's actually going to go up onto the high ground and start trading with Bo3. While the bottom Liquid getting chased away by Aramis and Toby. So that's going to be a secure. But,
Mana Shield level 1. Oof. Actually, he skilled it so he doesn't die to Boxy.
Yeah, it's kind of important, wasn't it? Because
yeah, it's got boots. If you're a 275 movement speed hero, you're never walking up that hill. But Shad, he was feeling a bit frisky.
Thought that maybe Liquid were trying some shenanigans at bottom and thought, if there's too many heroes down at bottom, we could maybe get ourselves a nice little bounty there. But Lass ended up losing way more than she intended. So that's a kind of rough start to the lane. Not having
they were expecting they were expecting the trial lane bottom once again, and he was thinking, oh, it's just an Enigma here, I'm just gonna go get 2 runes, right? So was surprised by Boxy.
Well, this mid lane is going to be Quakever versus the Puck. How does this matchup usually go?
Well, I think Storm is going to have a really tough time because every time he's got the Overload, hits it onto the Puck, he's just going to get phase shifted. So it's quite difficult, I want to say, for the Storm.
Okay, so Boom has some plays to make in this lane. And also much easier for him to grab the runes when you're pre-level 6 on the Storm, because you can orb to one, walk to the other, and then just not have to worry about the 50-50 so easily. So definitely some advantages there.
But Quakever is off to a great start for now, at least.
It is indeed, yeah, 10-3 versus 6-0. No denies yet on Boom. And a level 3 gained very quickly by Quakever. Down at bottom, Insania and Aramis just trading hits. So Io doing what he can. Trying to get off some pulls here if possible. Stop the case. She might still be able to get this off. Oh no, Aramis is still hanging around, just being super annoying. Fair enough.
It's a very interesting lane. This Io plus a Bloodseeker. Both of them become absolute race cars when they're tethered to one another and someone's low.
Fly across the map, can't you? It's not a challenge at all for Aramis and Toby to just start running after heroes once you get some points in first and some heroes start getting low. But at the same time, Mickey can kind of deal with that with his healing ward a little bit later on as well. Heal them up quite nicely and stop heroes being low in their lane, so it's nice. Meanwhile, wow, Quakever getting very aggressive onto Boom here in the middle lane, forcing Boom to back himself off a bit. Yeah, really good start for the Storm in his middle lane, and he's gliding towards level 6 at a really easy rate at the current moment.
Yeah, he's got no creeps denied against him, so it's going to be as fast as he possibly could. I think the first rune is where things are going to change, right? Top lane, Tiny's going to have to help the top rune, and then bottom side we'll probably see the IO rotate to the Puck, maybe even heal up the Puck a little bit, and whoever gets the rune is going to get a pretty significant advantage over this lane, I think. Storm already has his bottle, actually. It's feeling very nice. Yeah,
much better
Boom
than
went
expected.
for a second null instead because he really wanted to punish his Storm in the lane right here, but like by going for the region here instead.
Yeah, and as the first 4-minute runes come up, I think it's kind of important for Puck to grab these and start getting himself a bit of an advantage in this middle lane, or possibly rotating, but I don't really see that happening. I don't know what he could do this early on with a rotation. We don't see mid laners rotate until level 6, generally speaking.
Bo3 actually made his way down to bottom now, so that means he's not going to be able to help the top rune. Both of the runes are actually being controlled by Viking here.
They are a little bit, although Quaker just jumping onto the IO, and Boom's just backing himself up. So 3 heroes coming in from Liquid, and they will draw first blood onto Aramis. Fair enough, but meanwhile Solari is able to control the Invis rune, which Boom's going to be able to grab, although he doesn't have a bottle, so it is just an Invis for the sakes of an Invis. Probably not the most ideal thing. You want him to turn this mid lane in your favor.
Yeah, and Koikwa actually was the one who got the first blood there too, so he's extremely happy, off to a great start here.
Yeah, loads of CS, loads of XP, and a first blood to go along with it as well. Now look at him get aggressive onto Boom here as well. I mean, he is doing damage. Boom's got to be careful. I mean, he's staying just out of range of those static remnants nicely. Nice maneuvers from Boom to keep himself alive here. Man, that was a little too close for comfort, as Koipa's off to a good start. If this Storm comes out of his laning phase as strong as he is now, and keeps on this trajectory, is this going to be a big problem for Viking, or do they have the capability to deal with a Storm?
I think they're going to be fine. Storm is one of those heroes where it really runs out of damage in the late game against heroes like Viking. If the Bloodseeker buys like a pipe or something, the Storm's damage just falls off very heavily later on. They just have to get through the early game, don't feed them too many kills, and they're going to be fine.
It's time to set aside the challenge.
Sounds straightforward to me. Let's see if they can pull it off, though. And they also have that, as you mentioned, the coil, and then the swap snap, which you can use just at the last few seconds of the coil, just to really keep the lockdown going. But mid lane, they're moving on to Boom. Bo3 coming in from behind the tower as well. The Avatos is out, and the Puck is dead. Great kill in from Bo3 there. And once again, causing some damage on this on this Tiny.
It's very nice. Before Puck could actually hit level 6. Quakefog getting out with like 100 HP there. Taking every advantage they possibly could get right now. 6-minute runes are coming up. Puck is going to be able to TP back to contest for this. What's Quakefog going to do here? He's going to go back to base. Yep. DD bottom. Ooh, he would have loved that.
Oh, yeah. Well, Boom's now got the bottle. He's going to be able to grab it. I really want to see Boom making some plays with his DD somehow. Maybe in towards bottom, maybe in towards top. Or maybe they just try and set up for mid again. But I mean, I don't really feel like an IO is the best ganking partner in the world. Although Solari's here as well, so maybe they're looking for the tower,
got the catapult. Yep, they really want to protect this catapult if they can. Oh, it's dead.
Well, Boom dumped a bunch of health into that one as well, and to not even grab it. And now Koifer, he's going aggressive onto Solari because there's a jump around from Bo3 trying to blow up Aramis in the backlines. He was trying to be the distraction on Koifer, and he's just going to get himself killed. That was not the play, unfortunately.
Ooh, and he TP'd in for that too, so when he's alive, he's gonna have to make that walk of shame back to some creep camps, and his mid tower still being pressured up. That advantage that Quakefog had, it's all gone now.
I kind of liked the idea in theory, you know, jumping the Storm down to the low ground, trying to create a distraction for your Tiny to come in and just blow up Aramis. Unfortunately, Bo3 didn't have the damage to kill off Aramis, and they definitely did have the damage to kill off the Storm, so it turned into a very awkward situation.
Yeah, it was just a miscommunication. Like, they wanted to go to the Venge and kill him, but they saw the IO. I think Storm was just supposed to jump the IO with Tiny and just get the free kill there.
Meanwhile, kill down in the bottom lane for Mickey. Just very lightly helped out by Insania, but that's
much
pretty
needed.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that Bloodseeker was the top of the CS charts, was doing very, very well for himself. Mickey now getting that kill, pretty much boosted him almost to level 7 already.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's just me or is this Juggernaut sword way too long? I swear the others are much, much shorter.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty long.
It's really weird. It's very unsettling. Anyways. That's
nice, I like it.
Sword. Bo3 once again just roaming around, looking to see what he can see. See some couriers, but...
Ooh, some stacks.
Yeah.
Viking. Oh, Viking got some big camp stacks here too.
Yeah,
they would love that. Yeah, Medusa. We love those creeps and boxes. Like, okay, I see what's going on. I see you. I plant this word. Next time you guys go to farm that and you get low, I'm gonna come in here and pop you guys.
I think it's quite important that Bo3 doesn't get spotted here, because if they don't know that Liquid know about this, then they might not try to defend it as hard, and that means there's a possibility for Quakeford to come in and take them.
Damn, this is some imposter vision from Bo3 right here with those wards. He's just like maneuvering around Viking, you know, making sure they don't see him at all. He got 2 wards there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That was really nice. Oh, they're gonna TP bottom. Play onto Mickey.
Ooh,
nice guy.
Very low on Toby, but Mickey as well. He's actually caught inside the silence. He's going to actually tick down to the rupture. Toby gets himself a kill, and unfortunately the TPs in from Liquid aren't enough to turn anything in their favor. Toby with the rupture kill. Very, very big. Turning things back around in Vikings' favor in this bottom lane as well. This series is just so fun. I mean, it feels like these teams are so equally matched in skill that all these little 1v1 plays just come right down to the wire. It's very entertaining. Meanwhile, Insania, someone's been caught warding. Are they going to be able to kill him off? Looks like it. That's a lot of damage from the Blood Right. And Aramis will finish him off with a little tickle from his right click.
At least they didn't get his ward. We thought maybe we were just trying to de-ward here. And here it is, Shad. Level 4 Mystic Snake going in for the camps now. His net worth is just gonna skyrocket right here. There's a four stack big camp on the right side here too.
Yeah, and the neutrals as well. Just grabbing all them newts. Love to get that as well. Just buffing up his team. Very nice. And Solari even going for an extra stack here. Meanwhile, Medusa trying to pull it off as well. Oh, the efficiency. Oh my goodness. Well, Shad fails unfortunately, but
Celery got it. Don't worry, the support player always hits the stacks.
You know it. Carry player's never good at getting stacks. Meanwhile, Bo3's been a little bit caught out here, and oh dear, a little bit mistimed there, both breaking the coil. Boom with the haste, finds himself another kill. Well, this game's come swinging. I mean, I was getting pretty worried with the mid lane performance that Quakeford was having, and then the Jug was doing all right at bottom. Top lane was going pretty well as well, and obviously with Bo3 roaming around and Tiger is able to free farm top, that always makes me scared because I've seen Liquid take many a game under this this strategy, but Viking have utilized the lack of pressure which is coming out from Liquid in this early game and have swung things back in their favor quite considerably, I would say, in this game, but still very even. I mean, especially with this tier 1 going down, Tiger just kind of left to his own devices in the top lane. Might come back to bite them later on in the match.
Another stack? Is this a 6 stack?
The madman, it can't be done. Oh, dear. Oh my goodness.
He did it! That's a 6 stack right there.
Damn.
Oh my god. You gotta go farm that. That's an entire level. My goodness.
Don't think he wants anyone to play. He wants to leave it there for everyone to look at.
Yeah, look, that's worth smoking into and just eating it up. Man, that's a lot of gold. Because it's so easy to kill too, right?
Yeah, for either team.
Not like Ancients. Yeah.
Quakeford would love to get his hands on it.
They had no vision of that anyway. Yeah, so they got the sentry down in their jungle too. Like, this is Vikings' plan. They're just gonna play super defensively, wait for Liquid to make the first plays, and just react to it for now because they got so much farm in their jungle, and they took Dire away from Liquid. So
this is carry porn right here on the Viking side of the map, taking this big old stack with Shad and the Venge. Oh my goodness.
Delicious. And
they did it again. I can't handle it. Jesus. Shad and Solari just playing in the jungle. I mean, it is PvE, but it's damn good PvE.
Working now, complete on Quakeford. They're gonna make a smoke play. Back to the real game here, guys. Here we go. Smoke play down to bottom.
Sorry to interrupt our PvE viewing experience, but we do have some real Dota to play. And Toby's going to be the target. In they go. Orchid comes out. Immediate TP coming in from the puck. Can they bring him down in time? He's very tanky on this Bloodseeker. And Aramis even going to fly in as well. TP him out. Not really needed, actually, as a tossback is going to snap the coil on Quakeford. Puck kind of alone here, but his teammates will be coming back soon enough. I think Liquid are just going to respect it and get themselves away.
Yeah, that was really the worst target he could have jumped because that Bloodseeker has a hood already. Right, and this is like the counter to Storm. Magic
ancient stacks as well. Oh my god, it's never ending.
That was the IO on this side. Oh jeez.
Shad, if you don't carry this game now, your team is probably going to kick you. Just saying.
Nah, this is fine. probably worth mentioning that Medusa's, I guess, like one of the best carries against Enigma too. Because if you pop your ultimate in the fight, the Enigma can't go in during that time. Because he will get frozen.
Unless he goes for some sick positioning black hole facing away
Yeah.
from Medusa. Oh, he's looking at the black hole here, manages to land onto the puck, he actually swaps the puck away rather than cancelling out the black hole, which is probably the right play because he couldn't quite get in range for that one. But Beamon Storm's getting pretty low. Rupture is out onto Tiger. Tiger going for the TP away. Can he get out? No. Shad gets the kill with a snake and a right click. Meanwhile, TP out from the Storm. He just wants to leave. Low HP, gets himself out. Viking, though, they strike back pretty hard, and that is a black hole drop for a kill into Celery. That's not what you want to see. Viking, once again, coming out on top. They are making the great plays up in this early game so far.
Jeez,
That said, it's not a huge gold advantage. Despite all of this, they're only 1k gold ahead. I would have expected it to be way more.
Yeah, well, Liquid are very efficient too, right? The Storm, the Juggernaut, then they got this position like 3-ish for Enigma, also farming. But most of the gold on Viking is on the right hero, right? The Medusa got
Radiant's
all of it.
bottom tower is
And
under
that's
attack.
who you want to be pouring everything into.
Yeah, unlike chat, Liquid don't really like to put labels on things. Like Tiger and Bo3 are kind of just like, we're just
Radiant's
gonna
bottom
play
tower
how we need
is
to
under
play.
attack.
However, whatever heroes
Yeah.
we're on, we're gonna get the gold we feel like we need, and it doesn't really matter.
Boxy
who's
is definitely
hero
the
who's form.
4 this game, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Taiga adjusted his item build this game. He went for the mech instead of the Blink BKB that he's done the last 2 games. And it's the
Yeah.
right choice, right? You're against Vengeful
Radiant's
Spirit,
bottom
you know,
tower
the
is
swap,
under
so
attack.
your Blink BKB is just going to be detrimental, I think. You're getting countered by a position 5, so might as well just go for the mech, try to play with your team, maybe take some
Radiant's bottom
objectives,
tower is
and get
under
earlier
attack.
Roshan.
Meanwhile, Shaz is able to pressure down the tier 1 tower in the bottom lane. Gonna take a bit of time due to the fortify, but it will probably go down. I don't think Liquid's gonna try and defend this one. They might try and cut them off as they come back to their triangle.
Radiant's bottom tower
What I wanted to
is
ask though is, what do you think the Jug's gonna build this
Dire's
game?
middle tower is under attack.
Looks like he's going for Maelstrom. He's going for attack speed build. Get some procs in the fights. Maybe the Maelstrom or the Mjolnir will be able to kill off the IO or the Venge. I guess the active from the Mjolnir is quite nice too this game, right? You just pop it on yourself. Dusa is going to hit you with
Yeah,
the
true.
Manta and such, and then it's going to keep on proccing nonstop.
Yeah, that sounds pretty nice as well. So we're not expecting a diffuser if he's going for this Maelstrom, are we?
Yeah, Diffusal is like kind of all in. You have to go, you have to fight, you have to win those fights immediately, and it doesn't actually help you farm any faster. So you're gonna slow your game down too. If he does plan to go for a Diffusal, it's gonna be later, I think. He didn't snowball enough to warrant a Diffusal, I think.
Boxy, oh dear, he stuck around looking for the free IO kill before he just gets absolutely murdered by Viking, as of course they turn up to defend their IO. Oh, it was actually a relo in from IO, so they were just trying to get the easy pick off onto the Tiny. I thought he tried to kill him. Or less. Aramis just gets to jump forward and find themselves a nice little pick off. Meanwhile, Liquid are all over the enemy jungle at this point. I mean, there's no stacks left, don't worry about that, but they are kind of just invading.
Yeah, they just want to take away whatever farm they possibly can against Viking, and this is what you got to do at least, even if you can't get to that Dusa and kill her. It's very hard, right, to get to this Dusa. You got to get to the Bloodseeker, the Puck, then you got to think about the IO and the Venge, you know, be able to save this Dusa too, so just taking away the farm alone is quite a big deal. Like you said, only a 1k gold lead for Vikings, so at least Liquid is keeping up in that department. Dusa is almost 2,000 gold ahead of the Juggernaut.
Yeah,
Pretty
very
insane
good.
right now.
Very good. And it's not even like she's had this IO buffing her up while she jungles all the time. It's just the stacks. Like Aramis is actually playing very actively, making some rotation plays with the relocate and just generally being annoying with his team rather than just sitting AFK in the jungle with Medusa, which I really like this method of playing it with Viking. Not many teams would do this.
Also, quite an interesting build from Aramis. I'm not sure if other IOs are doing this too, but he's maxing out the spirits. So his healing is not that great actually at the moment. Without the max out tether. And his overcharge too. Not giving a whole lot of attack speed. Maybe this build allows him to farm a little bit more, which is true.
Okay.
It's normally what you see on like core IOs.
Yeah. Oh, well, I can't say I know much about IO builds, unfortunately. You found one of my weak spots, Stephen, but I'll take your word that Yeah, not going tether. And instead going for the DPS this game.
Yeah, this hero has changed a lot since before. Maxing out tether, maxing out overcharge is just the thing. Boost your carry. Oh, here we go. Dusa, nice toss.
There we go. Yeah, this could be big, but she does manage to get off the ultimate before she gets stunned up by the Malefice. Therefore, she can force back the side of Liquid. Meanwhile, Insania caught inside 2 circles of death. Oh, nice sidestep though from Insania. Pop himself as well, just to keep himself nice and healthy. Meanwhile, swap back, but blink away. Bo3, nice movements from him to keep himself in relative safety. Now turning around with the avalanche, the toss back onto Celery. This Vengeful Spirit not getting out of this one, and now that opens up the possibility for a black hole to come out from Tiger, because that cancel is off the cards. But there is also Yules onto Boom, so it's still pretty tricky to get that one off. Now they're going towards the Tiny, a jump in from Coit, but jumping in the backlines, trying to get that Orchid off onto the puck and try and bring him down because he doesn't have that Yules anymore. Meanwhile, the black hole comes out onto 2. They've got Shad, they've got Toby, along with the ultimate from Insania. The combination, it is beautiful, and they will bring down Celery, and down goes Shad. There's the big one. There's the one they wanted, and the Medusa is dead. The Queen is dead. Long live Mickey as he TPs himself away, gets himself out. Toby's still chasing. He wants something from this. I mean, they've lost so much. They feel like they need to find something. Once again, Insania just chugging sounds like a madman, like an addict. But he's actually going to be able to get himself away. And that is going to put an end to that fight. But Liquid, for the first big fight in the game, they come out on top.
That's so huge. Getting that Dusa kill, she's not going to be able to farm anymore. Mickey is going to be able to catch back up. Do you know how that was even possible? So the Tiny guy Yuled up, right? But he blinked. How? How do you think he blinked?
Didn't get Yuled, he got swapped back, didn't he?
No. He got Yuled by the puck. And then he blinked after the Yule.
He's got raindrops.
Yes, exactly. He got a raindrop, then boom, he made the big time plays, and the Juggernaut. Oh man, that was actually insane. It out. Yeah, if it wasn't for that raindrop, I think Liquid are the one who are actually losing that engagement.
That's what it came down to, huh?
Exactly. Repositioning Vikings heroes was the big key factor in all of that, and I think that's going to create an opening now, some confidence for Liquid. Next time Omnislash is up, I think they're going to go back and do the exact same thing again.
Man, I mean, it really does. Again, you know, I'm harping on about this, but you know what? It's a relevant point, so I'm going to go over it again. These two teams so close in skill level that these fights genuinely just come down to something as small as having a raindrop or not, allowing Bo3 to get the blink, and thus, you know, it's just so close, so fun.
He's got the raindrop back in. He's like, yo, this thing was so clutch. I gotta get it. I gotta get it back in. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was thinking, like, was that? Yeah, I was thinking, like, was that his own Yules? Like, he doesn't have a Yules. It's freaking 20 minutes in. It's a position for a Tiny, and then you realize, like, oh, it was a raindrop.
Yeah.
That allowed him to blink in and use his spells. Dusa going for an MKB now. She's not gonna be that tanky actually. Her only she's only gonna get 1.6k HP. I guess she's relying a lot on the IO to keep her alive. Going for as much damage as she possibly could. MKB is a great source of damage output at this point in the game.
This'll come in handy.
So game once again falling to a bit of a neutral stance here as both teams looking for their items. Net worth really equal between the two teams as the Jug farms just as quickly as the Medusa now. Due to that Medusa's death in the last fight, it's really kind of balanced things out now between the two teams. And Tiger has now finished his BKB, so Black Holes are much more on the cards than before. He's actually not looking to his Ags as I expected this game. He's looking for a Dagon. Might change his mind if he sees this BKB soon. But he must know she's going for it, right? So he's going for it.
On who? The Enigma?
Enigma's got the BKB, so I'm wondering if Puck's going to change his build to go Ags instead of Dagon.
Well, the Puck coil doesn't actually cancel the Black Hole if he's BKB. It will break if he walks out of the coil, and that will stun him while he's BKB. So you can pretty much lock the Enigma down, but it's not going to cancel the Black Hole.
Okay.
You're still going to need to get a swap out or save someone or...
Gotcha.
Yeah, So he's just gonna rely on the bench to be able to.
Hey,
like,
boom.
leave someone from back.
He finds Insania, but the storm's coming in, just making sure that his support player is okay. And now Shad joins in, and my goodness, a flurry of arrows brings down Insania. But meanwhile, they get turned around and sliced up Aramis. Now, Rupture out onto Bo3. Bo3 immediately TPing himself away. Are they out of cancels? No, they're not. They've got a Yules just to mess him up. And now they continue controlling up Bo3. Meanwhile, Enigma really wants to see if he can land a black hole here. Can't do so. Now being chased, has to pop the BKB to stop himself dying. To that. Oh, he turns around, drops a black hole. There is no cancel available. There is a swap, but actually comes down to his teammate to keep the Bloodseeker alive. And now they have Quake that Yules up, Sans up, killed off as well. This time the fight goes the way of Viking as they take down 4 heroes.
Oh, wow. And this is the fight where Viking was the one who initiated first. So Liquid were not prepared at all. They started TP in one by one, and one by one they fell to. And Tiny also bought back in that engagement. So next time he dies, he's gone for 70 plus seconds. And Viking, I think they've hit their big peak here with the MKB. They're feeling very confident. No black hole. There's an Omni Slash available. I do think if the Storm does revive in time and the Roshan is not yet dead, they will take the engagement. But this is dying very quickly.
My goodness.
Everybody's
Shad's doing so much damage. Solara as well with the Aura and with the Wave of Terror, bringing this Roche down super quick. And that is now an Aegis Medusa you're playing into. Liquid, they got to be feeling a little bit scared at this point.
Yeah. It's worth mentioning that Toby also has Pipe on his Bloodseeker. So the damage output of Liquid has fallen off significantly with that item, with that pickup. Especially Storms. A Storm just about to finish the Bloodstone 25 minutes in.
Poor Insania. This feels a little bit rude. Dropping down the Dream Core and the reload just to bring down Insania. Well, it works.
Same place.
Yeah.
Happen again.
I mean, how do you feel about this? Is it right for someone just to be constantly trying to push out this shoulder?
Well, look what he's got in his inventory.
What the
on his Crystal Maiden.
Okay, Insania. Just rocking up with a casual BKB. No worries.
Yup, that's a BKB on the Crystal Maiden. I did not see that coming, but you know, he's been pushing this lane out. He's just been farming it up. Got that BKB, no Glimmer Cape, just going straight for that big item, for the big plays. I'm just afraid this CM is gonna die trying to pass that BKB black hole.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure like even the Medusa doesn't have to be targeting the CM for it to go down anyway, but I don't know, maybe with the BKB ulti she has enough armor to survive through it. It remains to be seen, but sure if Shad's targeting her, then the magic damage from the MKB will probably help bring it down nice and quickly. But yeah, CM definitely starting for Chad made in this game. They toss back for Shad. They want to try and bring him down. There's a BKB from Insania just trying to get in a good position to drop down this ultimate, but there comes the swap, and now it's just a CM running around with a BKB, and okay, that was quite sad. Not really considering that as a vengeance game. Oh, 3-man coil. That's pretty good. Jumping in deep. Shad's here to deal the damage. Mickey has to spin to try and get himself away. Bo3 tries to hide in the trees, but there's nowhere to hide from Shad. And I'll jump in further. Tiger doesn't have the BKB, doesn't have the black hole for another 15 seconds. So Viking will be completely unabated as they take down this tier 2 tower in the bottom lane and continue onwards for more. They have this Aegis in the hands of their Medusa, and they want to take down this tier 3. Liquid, is there any answer? Tiger, he doesn't have the blink dagger is the problem, so if he wants to go for a black hole here, A, he has to wait 43 seconds for that BKB to come off cooldown. B, they got to somehow stop Solari just swapping him out. C, you got to get in position without a blink dagger. There's too many conditions to fill, I feel.
This Tiny being dead is the biggest weakness right now, and this goes back to that buyback he did earlier. Without the tossbacks, it's just no fighting capability for Liquid. They gotta walk into this massive auras and tanky disable heroes and such. It's so difficult. This Rax is just dead here, I think.
Yeah, Insania keeps trying to just come forward and use her spells on Shad, but it's not working. Shad doesn't care. Just keeps on ticking away. Back in position fantastically. And the bottom melee barracks will fall for Viking. They are taking huge steps forward in this game now.
This Arcane Boots mech IO is like twice as effective for Medusa. Because her mana pool is essentially her HP pool too, right? Because of the mana shield. So when you get that tether out and you pop the mech and Arcane Boots, Medusa's HP just goes up by like 600 to like 1,000. Crazy.
Yeah, she's becoming too big to bring down. It's all on Mickey now to actually get off some damage in these team fights. We haven't really seen much from this Juggernaut, unfortunately. He's had 1 or 2 fights where he's been able to do something, but not really enough. Meanwhile, Bo3 is going to rip off the band-aid here, but unfortunately there is a relocate coming in, and they will bring down this Tiny. I love how liberally Aramis just uses his reloads, you know? He's just like, hey, you know, kill him to a support, position 4, position 5, I don't care. We're going for it. We're just getting that kill, regardless.
Dusa's looking more and more unkillable with that Scotty finish now. So much more stats. Going for a Daedalus next, level 20. Oh, and she went for the +2 Stone Gaze duration. So that's gonna be even more annoying for the Enigma and the Juggernaut.
Tower has fallen.
Yeah, it's counter to spin, it's counter, as you say, to Enigma. Can be very, very annoying as well for the Crystal Maiden if she tries to go for this feasting. I mean, again, this BKB purchase is just very strange for me. If Chad just ulties, then she's going to get about, what, 2 seconds off on this ultimate? And if there's a swap available, that's going to cancel it out. Like, I'm not too sure what the dealio is here for Sania.
I do prefer the Glimmer Cape. Also, if you had a Glimmer Cape, you would have had it earlier in the game, right? So maybe it would have had more impact in some earlier fights or been able to play aggressively on the enemy a little bit more.
Yeah.
This is looking like it's getting really out of hand for Liquid. They're doing a good job at splitting the map. Storm, Enigma, Juggernaut, all quite good at doing that, but just Dusa just growing so big.
I'm sure Bo3's not too happy about this game though, you know? He's like, hey guys, I thought I was meant to be the 3 in this game, and all of a sudden I'm bottom net worth? This wasn't part of the deal. I agreed to go to 4, but 5, we're taking it a bit far now. Come on.
Yeah, I just saw his net worth. Don't Google Bo3 Tiny right now.
No, it's not a pleasant situation to be in.
Right here.
I wonder if JJ's going to throw up some mean SAP stats about him. I'm sure he won't. He's a nice guy.
Lotus Orb, Bloodseeker, next item, Solar Crest. They're really putting everything into this 2-7.
Reno onto Bo3, but Bo3 blinks away. They're pinging him out. They seem to know where he is. Can they connect is the question. Boom, he's got the coil, goes for it and gets him. Finds him in the tree line, and down goes Bo3 again.
He cannot catch a break. He cannot catch a break.
Oh boy. Don't Google his KDA either, as well as his net worth.
A prize.
You know what? I think Shad at this point,
Dire's bottom tower,
because the next Roshan is quite close, right? I don't think he's going to spend his gold yet. He's going to hold it, wait to get Aegis, and then buy a Rapier.
Stupendous!
That's what I would like to see, actually. Maybe it's not what he will do, but we would all love to see that.
I would love to see it from a gameplay perspective. From a tactical perspective, I don't feel the need when you've got an MKB already, and I don't know. It just kind of gives Liquid an in, you know, a way to
assert your dominance, right? Assert your dominance. Let's go.
Radiant's top
You got Aegis, then you got Io, you got a swap behind you, you got Bloodseeker with Lotus and Pipe to boost you up. Puck's just gonna hold them down.
It's playing the long game as well, isn't it? You know, when you come against them again in the playoffs, and then they're gonna be like, oh god, it's the guys who built Rapier against us when they're really far ahead.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I mean, logically speaking, it's still a very good idea with the heroes that you have, as long as you have Aegis, right? That's what I said, as long as you have Aegis. I'm not telling him to just go, you know, Rapier without anything, but he's just gonna go for the crit stick. It's okay, it's all right. Shad, I understand, you know, your team doesn't want you to do it. Let's just blame them.
The S isn't changing to a C anytime soon for this Medusa.
Chad. It's probably the captain. It's always the captain who's telling you, don't buy the Rapier. It is.
God, no. Oh, coil out, onto the Jug. Jug, he does have a spin available, but he's not going to use it just yet. Bo's actually going to toss him away. Ouch! Jesus! Juggernaut's going to get pulled down from this. See you later, Jug. And now, well, they're going to kill a Bo3 as well. That's 2 heroes dead in the bottom lane. Not too sure about that one, Chief.
Oh, man, that snap is very, very long. 4.5 seconds stun duration. I think
he must have not realized he had the Axe, surely. There's no way Bo3 makes that play if he saw the Boom had the Axe, right?
Maybe. Mickey would have liked to have stayed in there, I believe, to at least use an ulti or something. I don't know. Oh, that's going to feel really bad. And that means he's not farming for the next minute. And there's going to be an even bigger difference between the Dusa and the Juggernaut now. And look at Storm. Like, he's completely fallen off, right? He got the Bloodstone, sure, he's got the BKB, but he still feels absolutely useless in the engagements. It's a big,
this is really
big
Viking
problem.
just in their element. Very, very comfortable in these heroes, and they're playing them so damn well. Io, this Deucer, this Benj, this Puck, everyone's just playing at 110 right now. Alright, what's the comeback clause for Team Liquid? What do you want to see in these team fights for them to come out with a victory?
I think they need to bait someone, make Viking relocate, and fight 5 versus 3. Right? That seems like a 5-head kind of play that they need right now. So whoever goes bottom lane, Viking keeps like coiling and relocating on with the Io and the Deucer. I think Liquid need to bait one hero, push him bottom out, and then just show up as soon as that relocate comes out with everybody else. And just like black hole, kill them, take the map back, and then keep on applying pressure from there. That's the starting point I would like to say. Or just wait for Roshan to spawn and then try your luck there. Maybe you get some crazy black hole, or you can steal the Aegis away from Dire, make it awkward for them. Something of that sort.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Maybe. It's possible in the Roche pit. You can like ulti from outside the pit, and maybe you won't get hit.
Run, Insania, run! No. TP's away successfully. Makes eyes for Toby, blinks away to the trees, and TP's away. Does live.
Invisibility!
Abyssal next for Mickey. Taiga's going for that Lincoln's. Still going to be very hard. It's like you're going for the black hole, the bench swaps the Deucer, and the Deucer just like 3-shots you. And Nima does not have any armor. Yeah. He's going to die so quickly.
Oh man, Liquid don't even want to make a play around Roche. I mean, what is the idea? Uh-oh, they found Insania. Quick, pop the BKB! Oh no. Oh dear, another hero dead, and now for 45 seconds they won't have their CM, but she does have the buyback option, at least. It's a very tiny at least, but it's there. What can they do? Can they defend this high ground? Team Liquid, where is that magic we know these guys have inside them? Nice toss back here. It is on Siege's target, and they go straight in with the Juggernaut here, trying to bring him down, but the ultimate from Medusa doing a ton of damage. Mickey needs to get out of here, but the damage is too much. Does have a buyback on the Juggernaut here. Maybe he can come back into this one, but at the same time really doesn't want to have to use it if it's possible. Solari looking for a swap on the side here, doesn't find it, and Viking are just going to be patient with it.
Radiant's top tower.
One link from Io, Greaves, and Deucer is just fully healed back up. And that's just her first life.
Top tower.
You gotta do that twice.
Yep, they certainly do, and they haven't even done it once yet, but now the black hole comes in, immediately swapped out, though Tiger gets cancelled instantaneously. The enemy starts jumping around doing a bit of work, but not nearly enough, and now Mickey comes back to real life, and he's there and jumped upon, torn apart. There's a buyback from Juggernaut, he is in some trouble. Insania and Tiger already dead. Mickey just about surviving as he runs the point, but no, he's dead. He is out for the count. They'll take down Shad once, but he has that Aegis to come back up for round number 2. Meanwhile, jumping Puck in the backlines, quick for trying to find a slightly easier kill here, but Shad comes back to life and just starts wailing on those barracks. With 2 heroes dead without buyback, it's looking like nothing's going to stop Viking at this point. They're going to go in for the middle barracks, and then they're going to go for the bottom barracks. Is there anything they can do on the side of Liquid at this point? I don't know. I don't think so.
They don't got the damage. I mean, you can throw a Midnight Pulse down, but without your Juggernaut alive, without an Omni Slash, it's just not possible. It's just too little, too late, Nomad. That looks like Mega Creeps to me.
I love the draft. I love the style. Tempted to deny on the barracks from Bo3. At the point in the game we're at, Liquid, I mean, they were being more efficient for a large portion of this game, even though they had these big fat stacks. I mean, that is kind of a testament to how well Liquid do play the map, but unfortunately when it comes down to it, just a couple of fights not going their way, and all of a sudden they start slipping, and the slope ended up being much steeper than they first realized, and now they jump forward onto the tiny Bo3. He's tethered up, probably going to get brought down pretty quickly. That break damage is so much with the Ghost Scepter onto him. Storm trying to look for the Puck, doesn't get the silence off in time though. Puck can jump himself away. Meanwhile, Shad, he's just not going to tier 4s by the way, so might need to worry about that. 30 seconds till the Jug's back. They need to do something. They don't have a black hole though. They don't really have much, to be honest, and Tiger dares get close to Medusa, now level 25 with the attack modifiers between Scotties and MKBs, and Ultimate's going to get popped just to end the game. The Ancient will probably fall. They have a fortification. 15 seconds till the Jug is back. Swap out onto Insania, stop that Ultimate in its tracks. CM does nothing, as once again they're trying to make plays. Maybe Bo3 falls here as Boom jumps on top of him. The right clicks are in, and the Blood Right brings him down. Shad inside the fountain does give his life away, but the GG has been called by Mickey. They realize this one is just not happening. The series goes to Viking, and they take the victory over Team Liquid in this best of
He decided to go